Hey everyone, welcome back to Fancy Duck. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Shaun.
Today, Shaun and I continue our journey on The Mandalorian with Season 1, Episode 4. Now, Shaun, in Episode 3, where'd we leave off?
Episode 3 found us coming back to the planet where he got the bounty for Baby Yoda at first. Much to my dismay and against my prediction, he ends up turning in the Baby Yoda bounty. Grief Karga is so happy, ecstatic. Mandalorian gets his Beskar, gets the armor, and then he goes to ask for a new bounty from Grief Karga. How the hell is he gonna choose the Beskar over Baby Yoda? That's messed up. But as he's going to take off on that planet, he looks down and notices the little knob that Baby Yoda was playing with.
Oh, the trigger.
He has a change of heart.
Yep.
Bam. He goes in and there's some pretty good fight scenes. Really, like, it's not just overt fighting, like it's the stealth scenes that really, I think, do the whole episode justice. Stealth was optional this game, and he chose to do the optional missions. It was great.
Yeah, and those scenes were so awesome when he was sneaking around. We had the combination of the flamethrower, the whistling bird scene. That was awesome.
Yeah, you get to see more of his weaponry. That's just awesome.
Yep. You mentioned how happy Grief Karga was. That man was ecstatic.
Yeah,
he's sitting there shining his spoils.
Well, he also got paid for that. You know it.
Oh yeah.
Let's be real.
I mean, hey, the Empire's pockets are deep. We had a little battle skirmish between the Mandalorians. That's just part of their creed.
Yes, that is.
They settle their fights like children.
No,
they don't use their words. No, just kidding. Yeah. They have a very deep understanding about their fights, and you could see that was clear by no one getting in the way of what was going on. No one surprised or shocked by what's going on. This is just what they do.
So our man sneaking through the the little base that the old Empire man has, rescues Baby Yoda, much to the happiness of that squirrely little guy. He's just a baby. Don't kill him. And it's like, nah, man, I ain't here to kill him. I'm here to take him.
That scientist. Did we get his name?
I'm sure he has a name. What's his name? Squirrely little man. As far he actually reminds me of somebody like that I know in real life that like his nickname was Squirrels. So
I know that old empirical man does Dr. Parsnick or something.
So he battles his way out of the Empire, little stronghold there, and finds himself face to face with Grief Karga and the entire bounty hunter guild.
The whole guild shows up for this.
Yeah, Grief Karga looks at him. If you give me the child, you may get out of here alive.
Mando has other plans.
Mando decides that he's just gonna start blasting. Great fight scene yet again. He's just shooting people left and right, doing all sorts of cool things. Kind of out of hope and out of nowhere, seemingly. The cavalry is here. Absolutely. All the Mandalorians from the Enclave decide, hey, we're going to help our brother out. This must be important to him, so it's important to us.
This is the way.
Mandalorian gets away. Cool jetpack scene with one of the Mandalorians, and our Mandalorian says, I gotta get me one of those.
He does need to get one of those.
He does.
Yeah, we had an awesome scene from Paz Vizsla, the Mandalorian there with the big turret gun.
Oh,
his name is Paz Vizsla.
Yeah, they definitely had a lot of cool weaponry. Just that big, I guess, would it be a minigun? like that he's just
pretty
holding?
Much, yeah. Like you ripped it off a helicopter or something.
Yeah. It was
and Dr. Pershing is the doctor's name.
Yeah, when you said parsec, I was like, that sounds too close to parsec. Like,
I was confusing because one of his lines, he's like, "You're the best bounty hunter in the parsec." So I was confusing that with Pershing. So Dr. Pershing is a scientist name who. He really was the only one that was compassionate towards Baby Yoda. So
which is
good on Mando for sparing his life.
My prediction came kind of true.
Yeah, there was a moment where you're like, all right, you got your Beskar, make
Yeah.
your armor, go get the baby.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. We saw a nice little cameo from the little eyeball thing that finally,
Oh, yes.
someone finally did what we've all wanted forever. Grab it, snap
Ripped it off. Ripped it off.
Yep. What do you expect with that design?
That was the end of the episode. They were flying off. I think my prediction was for this episode that the Mandalorians are going to try to find a new place to hide, a new
Okay.
enclave for their what do they call their younglings again? It wasn't younglings. It was,
Foundling.
foundlings. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. I couldn't remember right then.
And the foundlings are our future.
Maybe we find a little bit more about Mandalorian's backstory and why he is interested in the Baby Yoda.
Yeah, we
We'll
had
see.
some really nice flashback scenes in the last episode.
Yeah, which
pretty much whenever the armorer is making armor, we seem to get some sort of flashback scene, which we got a really nice one, which kind of gave us a glimpse into the Mandalorian's childhood when he was a foundling and kind of the trauma that he went through, which makes him part of who he is today. Part of why he hates droids is you see that significant scene where that droid opens that bulkhead and points down at him and he's about to get, blasted. So probably pretty traumatizing for an 8-year-old or however. I mean, he looked pretty young. So
he was pretty young indeed.
All right. Well, I don't think there's anything left to do but to comment, like, subscribe, join us on our journey. We'd love to have you. Let's get fancy. Lucasfilm. Action.
It's brine shrimp.
I was going to say krill.
They're very colorful. I like it.
They're very pretty blue. Yeah.
Yes. Much prettier than
their dresses all wet. A lot of frog chasing in this show.
Yeah. That is the way.
Nice little village.
Frog has one eye.
It's a cyclops frog.
Frog? I don't know.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's Jurassic Park all of a sudden?
That's no moon. No.
Get up, kid.
The Empire. Actually, I don't know that, but I'm guessing they're evil. Oh.
Doesn't look like the Empire.
They're too not human to be the Empire.
Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and Lord of the Rings all in one episode.
Oh. Well, I think these guys are just misunderstood. All they want is food. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Dog people.
They're like
He's got a
dogs.
big pit bull. Not a pit bull. One of them jowly dogs there.
Yeah, they're like dog orcs. Why wouldn't you wait, like, way longer?
Yeah. Think of the carnage. All right. There's our guy.
Baby Yoda's like, I was napping. Where are we?
So the dynamic's a little different now. Now he's fully responsible for this kid.
Don't touch that kid. Oh. Baby Yoda's touching stuff.
Let's see, Sorgan.
Where's the ejector seat button?
Starport, which means it's perfect for us. You ready to lay low and stretch your legs for a couple of months, you little womp rat?
Oh, he's a little
Bonding.
womp rat.
Little nicknames.
You little womp rat. I love it. I don't think that they see ships that often, huh?
Where did he say this was?
I thought I was trying to write down the planet name, but I didn't catch it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna look around. Shouldn't take
Still
too long.
reaching for that ball.
I'll find us some lodging and I'll come back for you. Don't move. You understand? Great.
Great.
It looked like his right thigh was still the old armor.
I guess his armor isn't as complete as we thought. That's because he donated some of it to the foundlings.
The foundlings, yeah. The foundlings are their future. Oh, doesn't matter where you go, there's chicken on a stick.
True. I feel like Baby Yoda's gonna stand out a lot in places like this.
He should know there's like a bunch of people still coming after him. I don't know. Seems a little reckless to like be 20 yards away from the kid.
Welcome, travelers. Can I interest you in anything? Look, I just took down a Gringer, so...
I want some Gringer.
Just the one.
Gringer
When
ale.
did she arrive?
Gringer
I've seen her
ale.
here for the last week or so. So I can't say. She doesn't strike me as a log runner.
Gotta look. Gone. She disappears, so you leave the kid.
Wondering why he recognized her. Oh, this is cool. Got to see through the helmet a little.
Yep. Found her. Whoa. She's sitting there punching metal.
Yeah. And he's lighting the place on fire.
Great fighting scene.
Well, this has been a real treat. Unless you want to go another round, one of us is going to have to move on.
Why? Why can't they both live there?
Because they probably have fobs for both of them, or all three of them.
Excuse me, sir?
There's something I can help you with.
You are a Mandalorian, right? Or at least wearing Mandalorian armor. That is Mandalorian armor, right?
It is.
If half of what I read is
We
true,
have
then
money.
How much?
our whole harvest was stolen.
Krill, we're krill farmers.
We
Ah.
used Machka. Our whole village
Krill.
shipped in.
Real.
It's not enough. Good luck.
Cold.
Let's head back.
His reputation preceded
Now we
him.
have to ride back to the middle of nowhere.
Where do you live? You have lodging.
Yeah.
Good.
That changes everything.
The rule of
One
mankind.
more thing.
Are you useful to me?
Give me those
It's
credits.
true. This is the way.
Ready for round two? I can't imagine there's anything living in these trees that an ex-shock trooper couldn't handle.
No.
His little lean back.
Yeah. It's very green there.
It's like this perfect little village with just the laughter of children resonating through the air.
The only problem in the world is raiders, little dog orcs that kill everybody.
They just need a bunch of mailmen to draw them away.
Please come in. I hope this is comfortable for you. I'm sorry that all we have is the barn.
This'll do fine.
Don't sneak up on him.
Always on edge.
This nice man is going to help protect us from the bad ones.
Thank you.
Nothing takes words away from you like a child like that, you know. He couldn't say a thing, just nod.
He does have a soft spot for children, it seems.
I think
So,
Mandalorians do in general. Their whole foundling nature is, you know, it seems like rescuing kids is part of their thing. I think that's why he had such a big heart for Baby Yoda as well.
Sure.
Are you hungry?
Is that a little mushroom?
now
Don't
we're
take
doing
too much of
shrooms on this
these.
planet.
Baby Yoda's tripping.
Right?
Let us know if there's anything you need.
Wait a second, the helmet's off.
I think that's controversial as well because it's not like anyone sees him, but he's like right in plain sight.
They just gotta look. Like,
About
In a
15
galaxy so
20 of them
cold.
Came through here on foot.
the Mandalorians holding on to their culture is probably pretty important to
Something
them.
big.
You know,
Yeah,
Off those branches.
it's their strength
absolutely. I like this team.
for sure. What the hell made that big?
PTSD. This is more than I signed up for.
Bad news. Can't live here anymore.
I know this is not the news you wanted to hear, but there are no other options.
You took the job.
We have nowhere to go.
Sure you do. This is a big planet,
It took generations.
but there are only two of us.
No, there's not. There's at least 20 here.
Yeah, I mean fighters.
She's got a point.
We're not.
She does have a point, but it's admirable that the
not
farmers
fight that
here
thing.
were willing
Hey.
to fight for what they love.
So we're gonna build a trap. That'll bring the fight out of the woods
Sabotage.
and down here to us.
I'm gonna need you to cut down trees and build barricades along these edges.
Quite the task at hand here.
Yeah. Oh. pointy end towards them. They shoot as well as stormtroopers do.
But not as good as dog raiders. They train by Milkbone.
Oh, she's pew-pewing.
Yeah, she's good.
There you go. You must be swift as a coursing river.
When we return, we're coming in hot.
Coming in hot. It's time.
Oh, she wanted to make out. Wonder where she learned to shoot.
There's got to be some history there. I just wouldn't drink something that glows in the dark.
I would. I'd try it. It looks good. All right, we're back to stealth mode.
Yep.
Some purpley blue glowy stuff.
Extra glow. Do they bathe in it as well?
I think that they make it there.
So is that like they're brewing it?
It's probably strong alcohol, I'd assume.
Bunch of dog orcs. Dorks.
Dorks. Yeah, these dorks.
Uh-oh. I better hurry.
Yeah.
They're after the beer. Giving them a swirly in the beer.
Come on, I'll cover you.
Didn't cover her at all.
Just in time. He like shot a little. Maybe
I see these shots. Come on, I'll cover you.
And here we are.
That's terrifying. That's the most terrifying ATST I've ever seen in Star Wars.
Like, imagine you're the backwoods villagers. Like, that's a demon. I didn't know the ice could glow red like that. That's awesome.
Customed it.
They threw the RGBs in.
Here at West Coast Customs, we'll customize your ATSTs.
Pimp my
ATST. So Jurassic Park.
Very much so, yes.
Which I love.
Just replace the CGI with that. Oh no. Attack! This gun is so cool.
The little scream noise it makes. It's like a Destiny gun.
Yeah.
Give me the pulse rifle.
It's gonna get all rusty. Trying to get it so it has to leverage over. Yeah.
Like, come on, you can take one more step. It'll be okay.
Almost there.
Such a great battle scene. Hey, here we go, boys. Get him.
Nice shot.
Ouch. And we go down.
There she goes. Oh, they're still shooting.
Not for long, they're not.
Game over. The turntables have...
Okay, Michael Scott.
What can I say?
He's
chasing frogs. Ah, gotcha.
I agree.
he's like, what? You guys don't like this?
He's very happy here.
He is.
Oh, he's so happy.
Fits right in.
Laying it on pretty thick.
She is going
So
for
what
it.
happens if you take that thing off?
You just can't ever put it back on again.
That's
I
it?
see.
I'm leaving him here. Better chance at a life.
It's gonna break his little heart.
He'll get over it. We all do.
Uh-huh. But you don't think that more people are going to come after him?
Well, he's got a fob. Oh, she's going for it.
No. Oh.
Got him.
Phew.
What did we learn?
And
No.
they'll keep coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wondering how those trackers work.
Yeah,
It must be biometric data. Yeah.
it must be.
Until our paths cross.
Till our paths cross.
Cara Dune.
She's a great character. I liked her so much.
I miss you so much.
Oh, poor kids.
Thank you.
Miss their best friend.
She's still putting on the charm.
Dude, she wants it. I like the gun a lot.
This sweet little composition of the theme music. The
They
only
could-
thing I wish they did it with woodwinds to fit the village vibe.
That would have been a lot better.
That'd have
I
been
was gonna
cool.
say that scene reminds me of the Kokiri from Ocarina of Time, like like for live in the forest. Ooh, we're one with nature kind of deal.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that was season 1, episode 4 of The Mandalorian. Another little side quest episode. They really like to do that. This season 1, especially the side quest episodes. We found ourselves this time in a nice little village where Mando had a task to try to find a safe place for the child to stay. What'd you think, Shaun?
This is a seriously good episode. I loved the fact that he was trying to be the good father, but knowing that being with him wasn't the best idea because he'd always be in danger because a Mandalorian's job is never done. You know?
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes, he draws attention, and everywhere he goes, people want to either, test their strength or, just trouble comes finding him. So he wanted the best for this small being that he was caring for. So I
do you think it was more of a true love? I love this child, but the best thing for him is to stay here? Or do you think it was a convenience of, okay, I can move on from this now. This is a safe place. I can kind of settle this. And now I can feel okay about moving on.
I think I want to say that it's a little bit of both. I think he's definitely used to just, moving on from people and, kind of reminds me of the song Hurt, Johnny Cash's version. Everyone I know goes away in the end. Like, it's like he's got to leave him somewhere sometime. Why not here? Why not in the peaceful village? And I think he does legitimately start to have feelings for, this small being. Because otherwise, why would he put everything on the line for
he's risked a lot for it.
He risked, I mean, the secret Mandalorian enclave, he risked that whole secrecy. Now people know that those Mandalorians were there. So
well, I mean, and it strengthens even more the argument that Baby Yoda at this point, what is he? He's the most that he is right now is a foundling.
True.
Now, he's not officially a foundling. It's not like he's taken him back to Mandalore. Of course, there's some extenuating circumstances there. But what is the definition of a foundling? Is it in the Mandalorian creed or code that he rescued this child, right? And does that by default make him a foundling? Or how does that work?
I don't think it necessarily makes Baby Yoda a foundling. But I think that he has a certain ethical obligation to the safety of this child because he took on the task. Mandalorians are not up for failure. So, follow the task till completion. And
because a lesser man wouldn't care. Like, here's this child.
No,
I at least got him out of his death situation, but not really my concern.
I am wondering how much of the future he's thinking about, because clearly this small little being is important. The Empire wanted him. Everybody in the Bounty Hunter Guild, wanted that payment, because it was so high. I'm sure that there are other people in the galaxy who have heard about this being, and Yoda was pretty famous. Like he was, top dog in the Jedi, Jedi Order for so long. I'm wondering how much the Mandalorian, main character, I'm wondering how much he knows of the Jedi past, because I know that a lot was scrubbed when the Empire took over.
I was going to say, I wonder how much of the scrubbing has gone on, because Mandalorian doesn't even recognize the Force. It doesn't seem like when he saves him from the Rhino and the old man, I have spoken. said, "I don't truly understand," and he's like, "Well, neither do I." So I don't think he even understands really what the Force is. I don't know if he knows what Jedi are, but as a Mandalorian, you'd think he should know what a Jedi is because of their history too.
The Empire did a great job executing Order 66.
Yeah, that's true.
They erased a lot of the Jedi Order history.
Right, so now everything's just legends and
legends and tales. And if you
Yeah.
don't see somebody lifting something with your mind, with your own eyes, like how are you gonna?
It's inconceivable, just like it is
Yeah.
for us. It's like, okay, yeah, you can, sure. But one thing you said that triggered a thought for me was you were talking about Mandalorian's mindset and how he's thinking about the future. So what does he know right now? He knows he has a very valuable entity that has these magical powers. Maybe he has heard fairy tales, so maybe he's like, okay, I kind of have heard of some power like this. I don't know. But he also needs to consider, how do I survive now? I'm a bounty hunter. I need to go in dangerous places all the time. So now I have this little cargo, So it's got to be a very difficult spot mentally to try to figure out, okay, how am I going to survive now? How am I going to continue who I am? So it's kind of like he's changing. He has to change as well. So it's very interesting to see how that change occurs over time.
I'm excited to see where it goes next. I'm wondering how much of the New Republic we're gonna see, because clearly they probably have heard of this being as well. R2D2 knows. I am lost as to where we'll go next, to be quite honest. I think that we do see the girl again. What was her name? Cara
Dune.
Cara Dune. Yes, I think that we see her again.
Yep.
She seemed like too on point to not be seen with the Mandalorian again.
Yeah, that was kind of an open-ended till next time kind of. So
exactly, I think that was
definitely implies. Yeah, it definitely implies the opportunity of seeing her again. Very cool character. Very polarizing character at this point. The actress is Gina Carano, and she got let go from this position at some point for some tweets during the height of COVID, and some people thought it was terrible. Some people thought it wasn't that big of a deal. Disney ultimately...
I think I remember hearing about that, but I didn't. I wasn't watching the show. So I was like, okay.
So there's a lot of, it's very, there's a lot of, as with anything in this realm, there's people that think it's the right thing. There's people that think it's horrible. And, so as of right now, she's not occupying that role. There's the idea of, what do we do with the character? Do we bring her back? Do we recast her? Does the character go away?
Shows have been known to recast people without saying anything.
So there was a show called it was Rangers of the New Republic was the title of it, and it was supposed to be basically about Cara Dune, and because of what all went down politically, her getting released, that show actually was canceled. So which would have been such an
millions
amazing
and millions.
Show. Yes, it would have been such an amazing show too, because the way they were advertising it was kind of like a New Republic police show, and it would have been a very unique glimpse into the Star Wars universe. So personally, I'm pretty bummed that we didn't get to experience that content. Even if they recast it, I would have been okay with it. I hate that they canceled the show because of it.
There are a few things that I'm sad that they've canceled over the years.
Yeah. Well, you were saying 1313.
Yes,
got canceled.
That was supposed to have been they had gameplay out. Like, they showed us gameplay. It looked so good.
Just give us Star Wars.
Just give us Star Wars.
We want it.
I want Star Wars games. Just let me play. Bring back Star Wars Galaxies. Vanilla.
Speaking of
The
Star
original.
Wars games, Shaun is getting, we were talking about this the other day. Shaun is getting ready for that new Jedi survival game.
Yes.
He'll be streaming that, and we'll be recording that and putting it on YouTube as well. So stay in tune for that. I think that's everything for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time here on the Fancy Duck.
Bye-bye.